One of the biggest misconceptions in ECU tuning is that you have to learn how to make tuning files yourself before you can start.
Honestly, that's one of the biggest reasons many workshops never get started, because they think ECU tuning means becoming a calibration engineer, learning windows, understanding hundreds of maps, spending years studying engine management, but that's only one way of entering the industry. In this video, I'll explain how the ECU tuning industry actually works, the difference between making your own files and buying them from a file service, the pros and cons of both approaches. And at the end, I'll tell you exactly what we would recommend if we were starting from scratch today. First, there are different types of tuning. Before we talk about tuning files, let's clear up something that often confuses beginners. When people say tuning, they might actually be talking about completely different things. One type is aftermarket ECU tuning. Systems like Max ECU, Link, Haltech, and similar standalone ECUs. Those systems are designed to be tuned. You have full access to the calibration, changing fuel, ignition, boost, and making adjustment is part of the workflow. That's not what we're talking about today. This video is about OEM ECU tuning, the original ECU that comes in production vehicles from manufacturers like BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, Mercedes, and many others. That's a completely different world. When it comes to OEM ECU tuning, there are generally three approaches. The first, buying tuning files from a professional file service. The second, creating every tuning file yourself. And the third, a combination of both. Let's look at each one. Option 1, using a file service. This is how most workshops enter the industry today. The workflow is very simple. You read the original ECU, upload the file together with your requests. A professional tuner then creates the calibration, you receive the modified file back, and you write it back to the vehicle and take it for a test drive. Then it's done. That's the workflow thousands of workshops use every single day. Why do so many start here? There are several advantages. First, the files you receive have often already been tested on previous vehicles. Second, if something unexpected happens, you have an experienced tuner to support you. You're not left trying to solve everything on your own. And third, you can focus on your customers instead of spending years learning calibration. Your job is to safely read and write the ECU. And that's exactly how thousands of workshops operate every single day. Now, let's talk about the other path, creating your own tuning files. This is where things become much more technical. You need to understand how engines actually work, how fuel, boost, ignition time, torque control, and dozens of other engine parameters all work together. Then you need professional calibration software to find the relevant maps inside the ECU, understand what they do, modify them correctly, test the results, analyze data logs, and validate that your calibration is both safe and reliable. There are tools today that can make parts of this easier. Some software can automatically identify many of the maps for you, but don't let that fool you. Knowing where a map is very different from knowing how to calibrate it correctly. Creating good tuning files still require knowledge, experience, and a solid understanding of engine management. There's another important difference. If your plan is to buy tuning files, a slave tool is usually all you need. A slave tool encrypts the file, meaning only your supplier can unlock it. The supplier then modifies it and sends it back ready to be written by you. If your goal is creating your own files, you'll usually need a master tool instead. Master tools are generally much more expensive, often close to twice the price, because they give you direct access to the original file for editing. So choosing between slave and master isn't just about today's job. It's about deciding how you want to run your business. If we are being honest, most workshops don't need to create their own tuning files on day one. They need to learn the workflow, learn how to safely read and write ECUs, build the confidence, get customers, and start making money. That's why we would recommend starting with a slave tool and a trusted file supplier. Then, as your business grows, if you develop an interest in calibration or you're doing enough volume to justify it, you can always add a master tool later. Many experienced workshops actually do exactly that. You don't have to choose just one. Something else many people don't realize, it doesn't have to be one or the other. Maybe you enjoy experimenting on your own car, learning, testing, building your own knowledge. That's fantastic. You can absolutely create your own files for personal projects, while still using a professional file service for your customers. In fact, many workshops work exactly like that. They handle straightforward jobs like stage 1 and stage 2 jobs through a trusted supplier and gradually begin developing their own calibration for more advanced projects as their experience grows. If we had to build a tuning business from scratch today, we wouldn't try to become calibration engineers on day one. We would focus on becoming great at running tuning jobs. We'd buy a reliable slave tool, partner with a file supplier we trust, learn the workflow, complete our first job, build a reputation, build a loyal customer base, and then, if our interest and workload grew, we'd probably invest in a master too. Not because we'd suddenly stop using a file service, quite the opposite. Even today there are many jobs we'd still rather send to experienced calibrators. Sometimes it's faster, it's more efficient, and sometimes it's simply the better choice. A master tool gives you more freedom. It doesn't mean you have to create every tuning file yourself. The goal isn't to do everything yourself. The goal is to deliver the best possible result to your customer. Which approach is right for you? There's no universal answer. Some people genuinely love calibration. Others simply want to offer ECU tuning as another profitable service in their workshop. Neither approach is wrong. The important thing is choosing the path that matches your goals. If you're thinking about getting started, one of the most common questions we receive is, should I buy a master or a slave tool? The answer depends on your goals, the vehicles you work on, your budget, and how you plan to run your business. That's exactly why we built our free configurator. Answer a few simple questions, and it will recommend the setup that makes the most sense for your workshop. You'll find it linked below. And because we'd follow that exact roadmap ourselves, throughout July, everyone who purchases a tuning tool through the configurator gets free access to Revtech Academy. The course doesn't just teach you how to use a tuning tool, it teaches you how to build a tuning business. From reading your first ECU to using our file service professionally, troubleshooting problems, marketing your workshop, and building confidence with every job. Our goal isn't simply to sell you hardware. It's to help you become successful. Because when your workshop grows, so does ours. We rely on selling tuning files. So when you're purchasing tuning files, you're probably getting money from that tune as well. If this video changed the way you think about file services, the next question is probably, how do I actually get started with ECU tuning? I've made a complete step-by-step guide showing exactly how workshops enter the ECU tuning industry today. I link it here on the screen, and if you're curious which tool is right for your workshop, try our free configurator below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.